side, anchoring down through the hips and the pelvis, and then just placing the hands onto the knees, finding a lovely tall spine. So we're just going to start with some head circles today. So dropping the chin towards the chest, and then taking a couple of big circles around, starting to open up the neck. Take a couple this direction. And then we're going to reverse them, so round the other way. And same thing, just really focus on slowly starting to sort of stretch all these big tendons that run down the side of your neck, and also the ones running down the back of your neck as well. And then find your head right in the center, finding a lovely tall back. Taking your right arm up, reaching the right arm up, take the left arm out to the side, and just sliding over to a little side stretch. Then from here, you're going to take that top arm and take your head down towards that knee. And then reaching it back up. And then taking it back behind you, start to open up through the chest. So a little bit of like active movement there. We're going to go back over to the side on our inhale. And then exhale to the knee. Inhale back up to the side. One more time, out to the back. And then back over to the side, pushing the mat away, sitting nice and tall for the second side. So ease that arm down, reaching over, deep breath in. As you exhale, navigate your way down to the knee. And then gently back to the center, back out to behind you. So really opening up the front of the pec here. And back over to the side one more time, deep breath in. And exhale to the knee. Inhale back over to the side. And gently release back. Good, and then over, all the way through to the center now. So we're going to stay in the middle just for a few deep breaths. So try to relax your head down here, releasing all the tension out of the body, and you're going to get a good stretch in your hips here. Take one more very deep breath. As you exhale, gently roll yourself back up, and then just sliding your way through onto your hands and knees now. So just making your way to your 4-point posture. So as always, we want to really make sure our alignment is nice and secure, making sure that our hips are directly over our knees and shoulders directly over our hands. And just start to gently move your way through your cat and cow, adding any sort of little variations that you might need for your body. Think about sort of moving your hips in this posture and also moving your upper body, as well as just the back and the stomach. So try to get everything sort of implemented here. And just taking one more deep breath of your cat and cow. And then finding yourself directly in the middle of those 2 points. So we're going to bring our knees together now. Take your knees together. Lower your right hand down to the mat. And then take your left hand and just place it out to the side. So you're in sort of like a half lowered posture. We're going to work in this posture for this side. So knees are squeezing to touch. Make sure that your chest is directly over your arms and you're pressing the mat away. And then take your left leg up behind you, just in a bent position. I'm going to take a deep breath in, lower the left knee down to the lower knee. And then exhale, push back up. So just simple movements here, but we're really using our core and stabilizing that upper body. I want you to keep thinking like you're going to push the mat away with your arms, that you're drawing your belly up into your spine. We're inhaling to lower the leg and then exhaling to push it up. Deep breath in, we lower. And then exhale to push. We've got one more there. Deep breath in to lower. And exhale, push. Good. Hold this one here. Flex your foot and take some tiny little pulses there. So we're just working the back of that leg, tiny little pulses, feeling the hamstrings start to engage. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point that foot now. Bring that knee back down. And then you're going to push all the way up this time and take your hand back underneath your shoulder and your other hand back underneath your shoulder as well. So both hands are directly underneath. We're going to go straight out to the side now with that knee and exhale, lower. Inhale to lift the knee out to the side And exhale, ease it down. Deep breath in as you squeeze to lift that knee. And exhale. Good, nice control in this movement, nice and smooth through the body. Good, 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 good. We've got 2 more there. Deep breaths as you lift, exhale as you lower. Last one of those. And exhale, last little push. You're going to take that leg directly behind you. So sending that leg out nice and long behind you. And then if you want to make it a bit harder, taking the opposite arm forward. And then deep breath in, we're taking elbow to knee underneath the chest, slight curve in the spine. And then exhale, extend long. So deep breath in. As you draw that position in, think about really squeezing your belly button underneath towards your spine. And then a nice long extension. Good, 2 more deep breaths. And exhale. And 1 more there, deep breath in. And exhale, find that length, reaching long. And then exhale, bring the knee down. Take a nice relax in your child's pose. So just let your body relax down to the floor. Take a few deep breaths there. Nicely done, guys. Very good job. And just take 1 more really relaxing breath. And then when you're ready, pushing yourself up, we're going to do that on the second side. So we want to start by bringing our knees to touch and then lower down onto your left arm this time. Right arm is going to be out to the side. So we're in that nice strong stance, making sure the upper body is directly over the chest. The chest is up directly over the arms. And then knees are squeezing. We take that right leg up behind us into that little hook position. So deep breath in, we lower down. And then exhale to push it up. Inhale, keep squeezing the belly to the spine, using the upper body to help anchor down, thinking of always pressing the mat away, so you're keeping that nice strong engagement in the core and the upper body. Deep breath in and exhale. Just remembering also to exhale through our mouth. That's it. 2 more, guys. Deep breaths. And down. And 1 more really deep breath. And exhale. Nice. Now the next one, we're staying at the top. We flex through the foot. We find those tiny little pulses. Just really activating that underneath part of our leg, our hamstring, nice and strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then keeping the leg there. Sorry, you're going to bring the leg down, knee to knee, pushing the mat away. And then make sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, nice and square. And we take it out to that side extension. And exhale, lower. Deep breath in. Just being very mindful, it is still the morning, so don't worry too much about the height of this leg. Yeah, we don't need to go all the way up at the moment. Just want you to focus on that strong alignment, ease of movement as high as you possibly can for the moment. Deep breath and exhale. 1 more like that. Deep breath in and exhale. Nice. Now take that right leg behind you now. So nice long leg. Remember, the opposite arm is optional. We've got 4 of these elbow to knee underneath the chest. Deep breath in for 1. And exhale, lengthen. Deep breath in. Draw that belly button to spine. And exhale. Good. 2 more times. Keep breathing. Keep focusing on that breath. And extend. 1 more deep breath in. Extend, reach long, hold, extend through the back of the knee, and exhale, ease it down. Nicely done, guys. Take another little rest in your child's pose. Take a deep breath there. Excellent work, everyone. And then when you're ready, just rolling over into your bottom and then making your way down onto the mat. Cross your ankles, give your knees a lovely tight squeeze, and just start to open up that lower back. Just taking a moment to sort of use the floor to help us release any tension that we have in the back here. And you can take the other ankle on top as well, taking a really tight little ball and opening up that hip area. Good. Take your feet down to the mat now. Make sure your feet are right at the edge of the mat for this little stretch. And then take a little windscreen wiper. So you're just going to drop your knees from side to side here, making sure your feet are right at the edge so that you don't hurt your knees at all. Little rock from side to side. Nice. And then coming back to the center, just checking in with your pelvic floor alignment. So I want you to really think of switching on these lower abdominals right down low, and then kind of zipping up from here all the way up to where the rib cage is. So this area is really active. We're slightly tucking the pelvis, taking a T position with the arms, and bringing our legs up to touch in a little reverse table 90 degree. We're going to take a deep breath in as we exhale, prepare. Inhale, send your legs over to the right side of your mat. Keep squeezing the knees together. Opposite shoulder is staying down, and then draw that position up. Good. Second side, deep breath in. Take that little position over. Watch this opposite shoulder's not moving, and we're squeezing this part of our core to lift the legs back up. Good. Deep breath in as you hinge over. Squeeze the abdominals and exhale. Good. Keep that focus on the upper body and using the core to move those legs. Nice. Try to keep looking at the ceiling here. I'm just watching to make sure everyone's okay on the camera, but you want to keep your head facing the ceiling. Just one more here. Deep breath in. Very good work, guys. And exhale. Nicely done. Place your feet down and just making sure now that they're in line with your bottom. So we're going to just do a few little crunches here. Knees, make sure they're not sprawling open. So sometimes what will happen is it will feel more comfortable to sort of let them be relaxed. I want you to keep them directly in line with your hips so it's nice and square. And then just taking your hands to the back of your head, slightly tucking the pelvis again, engaging this lower abdominal region. So we take a deep breath in. We're going to come up for a little crunch position. So as we do this, we pull everything down. We squeeze through the abdominals. As we lower down, we place the hands down to the mat. We tuck the pelvis. We're going to roll up to find our bridge. I'm just going to move my arms so you can watch this more efficiently. We squeeze at the top, rise up onto the balls of the feet, and then we roll down through the spine very slowly through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. As soon as our bottom hits the mat, we drop the heels, hands to the back of the head. We find that crunch position. So we're squeezing, we're drawing everything down. We release down. You can keep your hands here or out to a T, wherever you prefer. And we tuck the pelvis and we start to roll up to find that bridge at the top. We squeeze at the top, we rise up onto the balls of the feet and then start to roll down through the spine, nice and smooth. We've got just one more of these. Draw that upper body up, find that squeeze, tucking the pelvis, extending through the chest. Lower down and then tuck, squeeze, roll yourself up, taking your time. As you get to the top here, rising up onto the balls of the feet, pushing a little bit higher, and then we're just going to stay here a little bit longer now. So we're not going to add any exercises here, but I want you to do a little checklist. So you're pushing this area up underneath your glutes, pushing up there, making sure the knees are in line with the hips, pressing down through the upper body, pressing down through the metatarsals of the feet, pushing your heels up. We take one more deep breath and roll yourself down, nice and smooth. Good job, guys. And then take a little windscreen wiper with those legs. Nicely done. Very, very good. All right, my lovelies, we're going to move on to our leg circles now. We haven't done these the last few weeks, actually. So take, first of all, a nice stretch into your left hip. So pull your left knee into the chest. Take a few nice big circles into that hip socket just to prepare that leg. And then send those circles around the other way as well. And then gently extending that leg up. Now, if you really struggle to have a straight leg, don't worry. Keep it slightly bent, that's fine. And then just moving into a couple of circles into your ankle. Around one direction, around the other direction. Get all those clicks out. Those morning clicks. Lovely. Now, your same hand as the leg is going to place down off the mat in your T. The opposite arm is going to place on your hip. I want you to all watch, there's no wobbling. So if we were in a studio, I could check this a little bit easier. So it's Really important that you keep that hand on that hip to anchor down that side. Now, if that means you don't go as far with your circles, that's more important because you're going to build up the correct strength in the core. So we're just going as far as we can without that opposite side moving. We've got 3 in each direction. So deep breath in, we're going to lower that leg down to the bottom of the mat. We circle out to the side. We squeeze and we lift. A deep breath in 2. Keeping that leg lengthened, extended, nice and long. And we lift. Good. 1 more deep breath in. And exhale. Now for the reverse, we're going to flex the foot. So you may only come to here. Deep breath in, circle around, and exhale 1. And that's absolutely fine. Deep breath in, big circle as big as your body will allow. And exhale. And 1 more there. Deep breath in. And exhale. Drawing that leg up. Bending the knee, pointing the toe. Take your hands onto the top of the knee, squeeze it into your chest, and send your other foot out long. We're going to come into our double knee pulse. So 2 pulses, and exhale. Good. Inhale, squeeze. Look beyond the end of your mat, and exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Keep squeezing that belly button to your spine, nice and strong through your core. Couple more of these. Good. Next one, with your right leg into the chest, you're going to stay here and ease it down. Good job, guys. So we're going to move straight into our second side. So hug your right knee into your chest now, and then just start to take those circles there. So nice big circles, getting into that hip, really focusing on opening up the top part of your pelvis here, really taking time to do that well, and then round the other way. Nice. And then stretch that leg up. Take your hands to the back of the knee, finding a few circles into the ankle. Now remember, you can keep a little bend if you struggle with your hamstrings, and this bend can also be in the circles as well. We want to make sure that we're not pushing beyond what we can manage for our flexibility, for safety. Yeah. All right, pointing through the foot, stretching as much as you can through the knee. Same hand as arm is going to go down to the floor, and then other hand is watching that hip alignment. We take a deep breath in to prepare. We're going to lower that leg down to the bottom of the mat. Big circle out to the side, and exhale, lift 1. Good. Deep breath in, we lower, keeping the pelvis square. Big circle, and exhale, lift 2. Deep breath in, watch you're still really engaging the core, keeping this area strong, and 3. Flex, we're going to reverse, we're going to lower out to the side now, big scoop around, and draw that leg up 1. Inhale, big circle, big scoop around, and exhale 2. Good. Deep breath in, big circle, scoop around, and exhale 3. Nicely done. Point your foot and then bend your knee. Draw that upper body up off the mat. Send your right leg out long. We're not going to do as many this time. 2 pulses and exhale. Good. Deep breath in and exhale. Come a little higher if you can. Keep squeezing in. And 1 more. Deep breath in and exhale. And then hug both knees down. Give them a very tight squeeze. Nicely done, guys. Drop your feet. Take a very quick little windscreen wiper. Let the lower back relax. Well done, guys. Excellent work. Just rolling over onto your side now. So just making your way onto your side. We're going to do a very quick little side plank variation. So anyone that is like needing a little bit more support, we're going to be down on our elbow, and I really want you to make sure, if you need to, that you drop one of the knees once we've come up. So you can keep the top leg extended, for example, and keep that underneath leg down on the mat like that. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, we're going to come into the full plank, and we're going to add a little bit of variations with our arms. So feet can be stacked one on top of the other, is a little bit of a harder version, or one in front of the other is a little bit more gentle for the body. So you can pick up there as well what you prefer to do. And you can also have both knees down. This is a bit more comfortable, to be honest. So yeah. Deep breath in to prepare, fist or placing the hand down. Just make sure you do the same on the second side. And then start to push your way up to find your side plank. Good, so we're holding it nice and strong. That top arm is going to reach over the head. You're going to do like a big circle, like a big rainbow around the body. Reach to the top, little dip, and exhale, push. Deep breath in, taking that big circle with that arm, all the way up. Little dip and push. One more, deep breath in, taking that really big circle, all the way up. Little dip, push up, hold it strong. Think of pushing the mat away, reaching that arm up. Take one more deep breath, and then exhale, gently ease it down. Bend your knees, just draw that body up. Take that arm over for a stretch. Good job. That underneath arm, just take it out to the side and then take it across the body just so we can stretch that shoulder out. And then start to just swing those legs around and we'll come into the other side. So same setup, whatever you did on the first side, try to do the same on the second side, unless you've got an injury and you know one side can do it better. Pushing the mat away, take a deep breath in as you exhale, finding that side plank, pushing the hips up, nice and strong through the body. We reach the arm over, we take that big circle and we lift up. We take that gentle dip and we push. Deep breath in two, taking that big circle all the way up, little dip and push. We've got one more deep breath in, big circle, really expand through the chest, little dip and push it up, hold it strong, keep pushing the mat away. Take one more deep breath and then exhale, gently ease it down, taking that little side stretch, just taking the arm over. And then gently open that arm out to the side and just sweep it across the body. Have a good stretch, just easing it over there. Nicely done, guys. Very good job. Okay, final little push today. We're going to do our full plank with a little bit of leg extension. So you can as well for this one have obviously one of your knees down if you need to. So please just keep that in mind. Especially is early in the morning, so don't feel like, even if you do this one in your other classes, sometimes when you first sort of wake up you may not have as much energy, so not to be too sort of harsh on yourself if you don't want to do it today. Yeah, so variation obviously is that you can have like a stance like this, one leg down, and then we're going to lift the leg. So for example, like we did before, you can just lift the leg here and do your taps here. Alternatively, we're going to do the full plank. If anyone does have any wrist issues, this can also be done down on your forearm if you want to try it down there. So we're going to focus on setting up this plank really smoothly from our box position. So shoulders directly over the wrists. We're pulling up the belly to the spine. We're pressing the mat away and we tuck the toes, making sure we're ready to go from this posture. We slide our left foot back on our inhale, and then as we exhale, we take our right to join, and we should be in a nice square plank position. Now for this one, I want you to bring your feet a little bit closer together, and then you're going to lift your left leg off the floor, and then just tap it down. Deep breath in, and exhale, tap. Deep breath in, exhale, tap. One more, and bring it down. Good, now from this position, bend your knees, and then bring your feet a little bit closer to you. Push your bottom up, and then we're coming into like a triangle stretch or a downward facing dog if you do yoga. We only here for a brief moment, so keep drawing up the abdominals here, anchoring down through the back of the legs, taking one more deep breath, bending your knees, and then send your chest back forward, taking the legs back out to find that plank, and then we go into the second side. Deep breath in, and exhale, one. Inhale, exhale, two. Two more, keep that strong core, beautifully done. One more, nice. And then bend your knees in, ease your knees down, push your bottom back, and have a lovely stretch in your child's pose. Nice work, guys. Take a good stretch there. Relax the breath. Lovely work, guys. When you're ready, just roll back over onto your back. Ease your way down. We're just going to come into some final stretches for our class this morning. Just a very couple of quick ones. So, as always, we'll do our half happy baby, best one for our hips. So taking right leg, pulling it into that half happy baby position. You want to think about the top of the thigh coming down towards the floor and opening up in that hip. Taking like a little rock if you need. And then when you're ready, stretching it out to the side. Have a good stretch into your hip if that's available. Remember, you don't need to go to any of these options, just going to where you feel a good stretch. And then very gently just bringing it up. Ease your leg down. And then give it a little shake. Good. And then second side, taking your other leg up, finding your half happy baby here. Have a good little rock. You want to make sure that you're focusing. You can either hold it still or keep that movement, but you want to be focusing on the inside part of your hips, not just the outside, but also that internal rotation of the hip socket. Taking it out to the side if it feels available. Taking one more very deep breath there. And then gently ease up that leg, stretching it out towards the bottom of the mat. Again, just giving it like a little shake, a little sort of relax there. Good, and then scooping up under the knees, take a few nice rolls up and down your spine. Just enjoy like a little bit of a massage for your back with this one. Good, and then on the next one, you're going to sit all the way up, and then we're going to do a very quick forward fold stretch. So just taking your left leg out long, right leg into that nice bent tree posture if you do yoga. Sitting nice and tall, and then reaching the chest forward over that leg just to where you can. Relaxing the head and chest. Take a good stretch into the hamstring and also into the hip with this one. Taking one more breath. Gently roll yourself up and then switching sides. Taking that other leg out and then sitting nice and tall on the second side and then easing over. Making sure we're keeping both sides of our glutes square here. And take you one more very deep breath. Very gently roll yourself up and then bend that knee in back to where we started. So just finding your seated posture of choice, hands back down on the knees, finding that lovely tall spine again, and we'll do our 3 breaths to finish. Very good job, my lovelies. So just closing your eyes and just checking in how your body feels at the end of your class. A nice little half an hour class to get you going for the start of the day. If this is your first class of the new year, or maybe it's not, but regardless, first Wednesday of the new year, just thinking about it being a great time to set some new personal goals, some new personal sort of, ideas or mantras to take you through a positive year. So I want you to really think about how much time you dedicate to yourself and your exercising or whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you happy. Make sure you try to implement that maybe a little bit more this year to just improve your mood and your overall sort of manner. So important. All right, my lovelies, let's do our 3 deep breaths. Reaching the arms up on our inhale. Big exhale to press the hands down. Lovely grounding breath. Repeating that deep breath in, reaching the arms up. Big exhale as you ground down. And last one, deep breath in, reaching up. And exhale. And you're finished. Good job, guys. Well done. Thank you so much